Welcome everyone to this episode of the Brown Dad. We're doing a follow-up on Oscars. I've got myself, Reiner, and our resident Oscar expert, Sanka. Sanka, say hi to our viewers.
Hi guys, once again I'm back.
I know, all the way from India, right? So today, what's the temperature like in Darjeeling?
So right now we are having near about 18, 19 over here. It's like chilly in the morning, and for the past 2 days it has been raining and it's quite chilly. But
Uh,
nothing like in Canada.
right. Today we're experiencing a minus 1 to 0 degrees, so just a little bit chillier, right? uh, not
Cool.
not so bad. Yeah. So we're here to discuss the Oscars. It's been interesting because today we actually had a post go up, right? So we had a post about Will Smith, and everyone's been talking about this whole the slap, right? As brown dads and brown kids, we've experienced a lot of slaps, right? And I'm sure you
Right.
have too, Sanka. But that being said, I mean, we don't condone violence in any sort of form, and emotional outbursts are definitely a very human thing. So we support Will Smith's journey of healing, and we hope that Chris Rock has the same amount of forgiveness that he does for other things in life. But that being said, it's overshadowed the success that he's received, right? Now, before we get into that and his nomination, let's quickly talk about the first nomination we had on our. We wanted to touch base on was the animated category, right, Sanka?
Yes, so this we always have this kind of trend. Either Disney or Pixar will win the best animated Oscar, and every year they release beautiful animated movie. And this year we have two animated movie from Disney. Like we have the Maya the Last Dragon, and then we have Encanto.
Right.
So Encanto winning the best animated movie. So like, what do you feel? Like
I
yeah,
think it
watch
was
the
a
movie.
beautiful
So,
movie. Yeah,
what's your take on that?
I have watched the movie and I thought it was beautifully done. A lot of vibrant colors because that's what they're known for, the animated series, right? And then they
Right,
actually go into this into all this mythology of story and magic, and they interweave it beautifully. But more importantly, song. So they use song so beautifully to carry this emotion through the entire movie,
right,
and you really get involved. One of the songs that really stuck out at me. So what about Bruno? Right, you probably heard the song. So over
right,
time, it
right,
tends to run off in your head, and really interesting take on things. It's really interesting how we kind of place our importance on what our social presence is. That's the movie. That's what it tackles, right? Versus
right,
what it is that who it is that we truly are. So instead of what we are socially capable of and what our role is in the social structure, and you probably know this. I mean, coming from a very Indian culture, that reliance on being an important member of society, but
right, right,
is so emphasized, right? That you kind of lose your individuality and you kind of lose your own the knowledge of what it is that you can do and what it is that you can truly pursue. So a really interesting take on that, and I thought it was really interesting. Yeah,
right. Yeah,
yeah,
great storyline. I think great direction and the great song by the way.
right, right,
Yep.
right,
And
right.
over to you
Yeah,
for the next category.
yeah. So the next category we wanted to quickly touch base on was the best supporting actress, right? Best Supporting Actress, and Best Supporting Actress was, I believe it was, what's her name, Ariana DeBose, and
So, I was rooting for West Side Story to get, a good amount of Oscar because this again directed by the renowned Steven Spielberg, and the story is I think the modern day based on a Shakespeare play of Romeo and Juliet, and playing the character of Anita. It is like superb. It is very crisp, and it is a musical drama. So I think movie watchers like me, which are Gen Y, Gen Z people, we don't like to watch more of a musical drama these days. So we are mostly into films, like apart from Marvel or DC, we are mostly into all those highly sophisticated like masala movies that we say in Indian
Right,
language. But
right.
then, very happy that she received the best actress, and I think, if I'm not wrong, she is the first queer woman of color to receive the award. So
Oscar, yeah,
once again,
yeah. Hearty
kudos to
congratulations, right?
you, and the character Anita, well played, well deserved.
Yeah,
Over to you for the next
definitely,
category.
definitely. Yeah, the next category actually brings us into the best supporting actor, which is also very, very groundbreaking, right? The best supporting actor, I believe, was for Coda, and his name was Troy Kotsur. Um,
Right.
did you want to give us any details on that actor? And
Right. So once again, it's highly anticipated that Coda will win few Oscars again, because very different storyline, and moreover, receiving the first Oscar with the deaf male actor and in a supporting role.
right,
So I believe that again it's a great achievement for the movie and its entire cast and crew, because like even across the decade we have seen movies playing deaf a role or some character using sign language, but again when a proper deaf actor plays it, that role has another charismatic view. So well, again, well
yeah,
deserved, and I believe Coda will rise and shine in next future generation also.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think that's groundbreaking, right? Because as far as I know, that movie actually also then won in another category, right? And
Right. So coming back to you, I would like you to say something about the best actress.
yes,
What do you feel like
yeah.
Jessica Chastain winning the
The
award?
Jessica, what was her name? Jessica Chastain, right? Yes. So she
Right.
won Best Actress in Eyes of Tammy Faye. Very amazing portrayal. It is about a televangelist. For those that don't know, I believe it was set in the 60s, 70s. Very true story, and it just goes to show you what power and love and all this stuff can do. But amazing, amazing portrayal of these televangelists, and to show you the opulence that they lived at some point in life. Beautiful, beautiful casting and beautiful, beautiful performance. I definitely support their award, and congratulations to Jessica. And that brings us to that very, very interesting uh, Oscar, right? The
Right.
and Jessica.
So,
So before we get into that, Jessica also first Oscar. This was her first Oscar as well. So very,
oh, great,
yeah,
great.
yeah,
So, kudos to Jessica winning the first Oscar Academy Award in one of the major category like Best Actress, and they're coming back with the incident that happened in
right.
this 94th Oscar. As our earlier video, we have said we are rooting for King Richard to win, few Oscar denied, and we were rooting for Will Smith in Best Actor, and we were rooting for King Richard in Best Movie, even though it had tough competition from, as we said, from movies
Don't Look
like
Up
West Side
and
Story, Coda, and The Power of the Dog. So,
right.
what is your take on Will Smith's breakdown in the Oscar and Will Smith winning the first Oscar in his life at this 94th Oscar?
I think it was it definitely is groundbreaking because we've seen Will Smith in so many different roles, right? All the way from like 6 Degrees of Separation, all the way to like Gemini Man, and then you see all these different I Am Legend, and different categories of character, from comedy to straight. We've seen him in Fresh Prince for so many years, and we've seen him as a very stable, a very composed man. Like even the fact that he did rapping for so many years, he never really swore
Right,
in any of his public sort of appearances. So it is a little confusing for me, right, to understand that hey, this might not be staged. some of them might say I'm a conspiracy theorist because that I did kind of see. I mean, coming from that background of training and personally having to go through some of that training myself, you don't unlearn that stuff, right? So that being said,
Right,
Will Smith having trained for Ali, one of the greatest fighters of all time, I find it a little hard to believe that it was more sort of spontaneous because you kind of see Chris Rock brace for it. I would assume a man of that stature hitting a man of this stature, there'd be a lot more impact, right? But maybe it was
right.
composed, so I don't know. All I can say is Pfizer's alopecia research sales have gone up. Um, and
Yeah,
Chris Rock's upcoming comedy tour is completely sold out. And
right.
on some level, maybe they have revived the Oscars. As I said, we don't condone the violence, but I don't know what to make of it. I'm
So yeah, so this debate will continue whether it was staged or it was actually a kind of TRP, or Chris Rock getting his shows, full. And
yeah,
anyways, coming back to the one of the another major categories like the best director. So the best director, again, like I said last time, the Power of the Dog is a very very powerful movie with superb acting, superb directing,
yeah.
and we have seen West Side, Power of the
Power of
Dog
the Dog.
winning
It was
the best director. So
Jane
yeah, so what's your
Campion,
take
right?
on that?
Jane Campion, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
phenomenal movie, and it gives you a chance to think about a different side of things, right? Gives you a chance to think a little differently and have a different experience. But from a direction perspective, beautiful vision, everything is displayed very well. And if you look at some of the way they do um, the framing on some of the scenes, it uses a very interesting that 2-3 ratio. So as we talk to some we do a little more movie reviews. We'll talk about how that actually plays into some of our psyche. But I thought it was interesting, very interesting. But that then brings us
Yeah,
to sorry, yeah,
so
go ahead.
I really really wanted Power of the Dog to win the best movie. So
Right,
this takes us to the next and
the most
the category where
upper
all the
echelons,
audience,
right? Everyone
yeah,
kind of
the
waits for,
audience was like fingers crossed and they were waiting which movie will win the Academy Award. So
and that,
again coming back,
yeah, and that was
what's your
actually
view?
given to Coda, right? Coda for being one
Right.
of the best movies of the year. Again, the cast, I believe, was all deaf and mute as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hats off to the entire team of Coda bringing this kind of movie to the audience, to the entire world. And truly speaking, myself, like, always I watch Hollywood movies or coming back to Hindi cinemas, Indian movies. We don't, we don't tend to go to theater to watch movies like Coda. More like we go for, like I said earlier, masala movies, entertainment movies. But then the message that Coda brings, again, winning two Oscar in the major category, and hats off for getting the best movie. Saying that King Richard and Power of the Dog, West Side Story. So in fact, all these movies they are champion and in their own way.
Right.
But then Coda hats off, and again kudos to the entire team to win the major
Yeah. Are there are
category now.
I mean, since you are our resident Oscar expert, I'm going to lean on you to say, are there any other worth mentions, in the movie categories or any other categories that you think would have been
Yes, so one other category I was keen on was, the best original song. I mean, you
okay?
see, like, I mean, whenever there's a new James Bond movie,
Hmm.
you find uh,
The the
the
intro
James
song,
Bond
right?
movie winning.
The Bond
Yes,
song. Yeah.
so I remember Adil. when she sang for
Diamonds Are
just
Forever.
one movie, she won an Oscar.
Right.
And again, I'm very proud and very happy for Phineas and her sister Billy winning the Oscar for the movie No Time to Die. Again, it's a fantastic song. And but saying that, somewhat I was a bit disappointed because I was also hoping Encanto to be a tough competitor
Right,
in this
right, right,
category.
right, right.
So
Any
again, this category is quite, I mean, for a songwriter, for a music person, you have Grammy awards, but then you have artists like Eminem, Adele, winning Oscar and Grammy.
right,
So coming to India cinemas, we have Mr. A. R. Rahman winning the Oscar.
right.
Okay, for his work. Uh, he won Best Original Score. Uh,
Yeah, in the past, right?
so
Yeah,
yes, in the past.
yeah.
So so this is one of the, I think, the another category which I always look forward to. And coming back, if you ask me which movie I was another keen to, like I hope it will win multiple Oscar,
Right,
was Dune. Like
right.
in India, when I went to watch Dune in theaters, people reacted was like it was so boring. It don't have a proper kind of direction, or it doesn't have that
Hmm.
storyline which will capture the audience. And I think it was here in India for 2 weeks, 3 weeks max, and then nobody even watched Dune. But then Dune won whooping six Oscar.
Wow, wow. Do
Okay.
you, do we want to share which Oscars they won, or did we know?
Right. So, it's not in some, major categories, but then, like, we have, in six Oscar, which is, I think it won in the best state decoration, I guess. Best
Mm-hmm.
cinematography, it will win because you
Right,
know, uh, that was inevitable. Like,
right,
Greg Fraser will win best cinematography. Even I was
right,
rooting for that.
right.
We have best editing, again, which is also like, we knew that Dune will have a fierce competition and Dune might win editing. We again have the famous Hans Zimmer winning the best original score, and again we have Oscar in visual effects, like I said, production design. So, and the sound by Mac Ruth and Mark Mangini. So six Oscar, well done, Hans
Wow,
Zimmer. Okay,
amazing,
you
right?
are
Hans
you
Zimmer is
are
just
like,
phenomenal. Like,
amazing person scoring
yeah,
movies in Interstellar,
yeah.
Dune. I mean, I
Mission
believe that
Impossible going back, right? So Mission Impossible 2.
yes. So, and we have Zendaya also doing a role in Dune.
Yeah.
So, I believe the audience mostly wanted some action or some Star Wars kind of, galactical war.
Mm-hmm.
But fingers crossed and thumbs up for Dune 2.
Right.
Really, really waiting for Dune 2, and probably the audience might get convinced to watch the second part of this movie after receiving six Oscar.
Yeah, I definitely hope so. Because they do take a lot of time and money and effort to put in to do all the stuff, right? So
Right,
it's definitely a testament to the art, and they give us an experience that hopefully we've never experienced before, which is the whole point of recognizing them on the on this front.
right.
Yeah. No, but this has been amazing, Sankar. Like, thank you, and thank you for being our resident expert. I'm hoping to have your bio up on our site soon, so that way, for those that don't know you, will get to know you a little better. And but this has been awesome. It's been awesome. We hope to
Thank you
do.
so much. Thank you, Renner, for this. And I would really, wish our viewers like, support our community, and also we would ask our viewers to come up and share their stories. Okay. We would like to hear the story that's there in the outside world, and we would look forward to be a part of the amazing journey of the brown land.
Definitely,
So thank you.
definitely, definitely. We'll be doing more reviews in the future, and looking forward to meeting each one of you again at another time, another place. Thank you once again for joining us on this episode
Right.
with the Oscars. Have a good one. Bye, folks.